take my internal health very, very, very seriously. If you are healthy on the inside, you're going to look healthy on the outside. I believe your internal health has everything to do with your hair, skin, nails, body, etc. These are the supplements I take every single day for healthy skin, healthy gut, healthy hair, all the above. Let's start with what I take on an empty stomach. Gut health is everything. My form of prebiotic in the morning is coconut gold. You literally can taste the live actives in this yogurt, and the flavors are insane. Sea moss. I used to struggle really bad with hormonal acne. This kickstarted my journey. It has 92 out of 102 minerals on this earth. Serving a sea moss every day will change your health. Skin, hair, brain function, mental clarity, anxiety, appetite, everything. This will cure it. On to the vitamins. I used to take a lot of pills and I kind of wanted to combine it into something else. So I've gone through 2 of these now. These are a combined vitamin. This is huge in Korea. This is the Orthomol Immunity. It comes in a shot and then 2 pills on the top. 2 pills on the top are iodine and pantothenic acid. I've been taking pantothenic acid for so long. It is amazing for the skin. The shot is vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K, riboflavin, and vitamin B12. I used to take all those vitamins on their own. So having it all within one shot that doesn't really taste that bad is a yes from me. Now for the other pills, beef liver. The highest form of vitamin A that you can put into your body is through organ meat. This is your retinol in a bottle. A lot of people don't like the serving size is 6 pills, but since I do already take a little bit of vitamin A in my shot, I only take 3. Turmeric. It's amazing for inflammation. It's amazing for the heart. It's great to detox the body. It's also amazing for the skin. Last but not least, I love Nutrafol. I think I've gone through 3 of these and I will say my hair is the thickest it's ever been. I'm telling you, if you invest in your internal health, it will show on the outside.
You want to glow up. You want to have a glow up. Trust me, I'm the girl that you want to talk to. I've had the biggest glow up in the last 6 months, and I'm not here to boast, but also, I don't even know her, okay? She is dead to me. I don't want to know her. I don't talk about her anymore. No, I've definitely just toned up a lot. I feel like my skin is glowier, my hair is more healthy. And then like mentally, I'm happier, I'm more in control, I'm more confident, I know what I want. I'm just a well-rounded version of myself. I'm still growing, I'm still always evolving and becoming better, but I'm here to tell you what works, okay, and what I've done. Okay, we're gonna start really simple. Water, drinking lots of water. And I know that sounds really silly, but a lot of us forget to, especially in the colder months. So I just make sure to carry my water bottle around with me. I know we all do it. This is roughly 1 liter, so I try to drink 3 a day. Everything's better with my water, my skin, my energy, a lot of things. So we'll start simple, lots and lots of water. Number 2 is journaling. Now, for someone who doesn't journal, trust me, I understand it's really hard. But guys, especially if you're struggling mentally, getting that shit down on paper, okay? Get it out of your head, because what I can almost like 100% guarantee, it's never as bad once we put it down on paper. Especially anxiety, it tends to build up, and we tend to make up scenarios that aren't even real. Journaling, writing it down, like even just writing every single morning, what I've been doing is 5 gratitudes, 5 affirmations. And if I feel I've got something heavy, I just try and journal about it and come up with some kind of a solution, or just write it down and be like, okay, actually, you know what? I'm way more in control of the situation than I thought I was. So 5 affirmations, 5 gratitudes every single morning. But also if you feel like you've got something going on, please guys, I know it's such a, it's hard task sometimes, but try and journal about it. The third thing is 10,000 steps a day. I can very easily do this because I live by the beach and I'm the sunny Gold Coast. I understand it's not possible for everyone, but if you can get outside and get some steps in, trust me, you guys, there's times where I'm sitting in my house and I feel like shit, right? As soon as I get out and I have the fresh air and I'm strutting down the boardwalk, I'm a different person. And 10,000 steps, you guys, are just so great. First of all, for digestion, my bloating is so much better, but also it's just so good for you. So good for your body to make sure you're still walking. I'm pretty sure that's one of the things that keep us the youngest, if we could just keep on moving. So I try to do that. I do 10,000 minimum a day. And I break that up. So if I haven't done my 10,000, I'll just do another walk in the afternoon. It's so good for you. The fourth thing is happy podcasts. I've tried to do the personal development podcasts. They're just not for me. So podcasts that make me laugh, and I put them on. And if I'm in a bad mood, I'm laughing. I'm having a laugh. And that just, serotonin is boosted, okay? So Happy Hour with Lucy and Nikki. one of the greats, those are my two, Inspired Unemployed, The Girls Bathroom, Sophia and Cinzia. They have me cackling, okay? And instantly, mood is boosted. Mood is through the roof when I'm listening to one of those.
I don't know what girl on her self-improvement journey needs to hear this, but you cannot think your way into a new life. You have to act your way there. There's a concept behind this. It's called behavioral activation therapy. Basically, the more that you act like the person you want to become, even when you don't feel like that person yet, the quicker you become them. When I think about my own journey, this is exactly what I did without realizing this is what I was doing. The thing is, when you start acting like the person you want to be, you might experience imposter syndrome, but listen, sometimes we have to fake it until we become it.
Think of embodying the version of you that maintains it, not the version of you that gets it. Because the version of you that gets it is in this state of not having it yet. You're there now. You are the version of you that gets it because you're already on this path. You're already there. So the more that you continue to try to embody the version of you that gets it, you're still in this place of disconnect where you don't quite have it yet and you're keeping yourself there. So embodying the version of yourself that maintains it, she already has it. She's already done all the things. She already knows all the mother answers. She feels worthy of it because she's done it. She has it. She's good. So how can you now embody the version of yourself who maintains it? What does she do on a daily basis to maintain that dream body, that career, that relationship? How does she maintain that energy in her life and begin to embody those characteristics, those actions, those things that she does and embodies on a daily basis to embody that persona, not the version who gets it, because you already are that. You already are the version that gets it. You're keeping yourself at this state of never quite maintaining it, never quite reaching it, because you're still in this state of trying to get it. So get yourself into the embodiment of who maintains it, who already has it, and who keeps it and scales it.
Here's how you are going to become the baddest, most confident version of yourself to the point where only God himself can break you. Let's get into it. Number one, the most powerful lesson I've ever learned in my life is from somebody who told me, if you want something, move like you already have it. The way I ran with this, I was telling people I was rich when I only had $3,000 in my bank account, posting on social media like I had 86 million followers when I had like 13, portraying that I was living my best life online in conversations when I was the most broken I'd ever been in my life. But it manifests itself. So if you want to be confident, you want to be proud of yourself, start moving like you already are. Talk yourself up. Get ready before leaving the house. Show up to places you don't feel welcome. Walk into a room commanding energy with your head high, your shoulders up. Make eye contact. Talk to everyone. Introduce yourself to the hottest guy in the room. Infiltrate conversations even though you feel uncomfortable doing so. Start a conversation with the most intimidating RBF face girl in the room. Start moving with that energy like you are that bitch. Number two, some people call this delusion. I call it manifestation. But if you think, feel, and say something out loud, it will come true. So I want you to start by saying daily affirmations every morning in the mirror out loud. Here's some I found on Google. I'm going to show all of them. I want you to screenshot and only take some of them. I think there's like 35 or something here. You're not going to say 35 sentences every single morning, but take the ones that you resonate with or don't resonate with, because those are the things you need to work on, and make your own little list. And here's my daily affirmations, because I know someone's going to ask. They're not all about confidence, but some of them play into that. We'll talk about it in a second. This may seem silly. You may not believe in it, but please just trust me and try it. I promise you, the things that you say, you start to think and feel, and those things start to manifest in your real life. When someone puts me down or discredits what I'm doing, it does not faze me, because I know I'm on the right path in life and no one can take this from me. That's one of my daily affirmations. When it comes time to make a big decision, I no longer stress about that decision or wonder if I'm making the wrong decision, because I trust my intuition and I allow it to guide me. It's another one of mine. When I have a bad day or something goes extremely wrong in my life, everything is unfolding perfectly according to the divine plan of my higher self. When people treat me poorly, I release all that is not in alignment with my higher self, and I surround myself with people who support my growth. You will start to notice that when these things happen in your day-to-day life, they don't shake or break you. I hear these phrases in my head, I feel them, I believe them, and I carry on. It's like that purple shirt theory. If somebody were to come up to me on the street and say, I hate that ugly purple shirt that you're wearing, is that gonna bother me? No, because I know my shirt's green, my shirt's not ugly, and I don't care. So when people tell me I'm ugly on the internet, it doesn't bother me, because I know I'm beautiful. When you know who you are and you feel a certain way about yourself, nothing and no one can break you. Moving on to number 3. You need to be taking care of yourself like you're royalty. Exercise, get your steps in, eat clean, take your vitamins, develop a skincare routine, keep your hands, feet, and hair groomed. Floss twice a day, whiten your teeth, get ready even when you're not leaving the house. Wear jewelry. When you look good, you feel good. If you always look the best version of yourself, you will always feel the best version of yourself. Number 4, and the most important, mind your business. You are going to elevate yourself so high that everything is beneath you. You are not chasing, you are not bickering, you are not looking through his followers. And this is where the daily affirmations come in, because this is one of mine. All that is good finds me. Therefore, you are going to stay in your lane and focus only on things that elevate you. So your friend calls you the morning after a party you didn't go to and says that your ex-best friend had a lot of shit to say about you. Oh, that's sad. I hope she can move on someday. But did you end up talking to that guy you wanted to? You don't give a shit what that girl said because it doesn't affect you. And the drama is beneath you. So when situations like this come up and you're tempted to know what she said or check his following or double text him, you are going to stop yourself and think, what value is this providing me? If it's not elevating you, it's beneath you. And we're simply not engaging. Do not let anyone or anything bring you down to a negative place. Protect your peace and stay in your aura. So I want you to try some of this and come back and let me know how you feel. Love you guys. Bye.
These are 5 things that I did to go from hyper masculine to stepping into my feminine. First things first is I eliminated hurry from my life. Where can I eliminate this feeling and this obligation to like rush and hurry? When it comes to feminine energy, the feminine doesn't rush. She takes her time. Honestly, I had to ask myself, like, what's the rush? Like, where are we going? Eliminating all things in my life that made me in a hurry, remind myself to actually enjoy the process, because that's the best part about living, is like getting into something and juicing all of the yummy deliciousness out of it. Because what's the point if you're just like in a hurry, stressed out, chaotic? Yeah, you get to where you want to go, but you're literally so tired because you rushed through it the whole entire time. Number 2 is cutting out anything that is draining your energy. And this can go multiple ways. Obviously, first and foremost is boundaries. So if you are someone who has a hard time saying no, we have to get into a better habit of doing this. But also asking yourself, like, what things are constantly draining you? What things in your life, like, do you finish and you're just like, that is a key indicator that that's probably not very aligned. Eliminating anything that drains your energy. We're saying no to it, we're removing it, or we're making adjustments in that area. So if you are in a friendship or a relationship or a job that does not light you up and it actually drains your energy, we need to reevaluate that. And number 3 is nurturing yourself. So this goes back to self-care. I was in such a huge rush at all times that I told myself that I don't have time for self-care. It's important to actually make a point to ask yourself and check in with yourself. What do I currently need? Now, a lot of times I am able to actually see like when my body needs like fruits and vegetables, and when it needs like leafy greens, when it needs like protein, or when it needs like higher fats. And those are things that like I was not able to actually get in tune with when I was constantly in a rush and I was putting my self-care on the back burner. And to actually get in tune with yourself and with your body to ask like what it actually needs, whether that's nutritionally, self-care, a walk, sunshine, friend time. Number 4 is probably my favorite, and that is creating a ritual out of quite literally as many things as possible in your life, because life is one big beautiful ritual if you can make it that. When we are just waking up and throwing ourselves into like the next thing, and again rushing, that's why I said that eliminating hurry out of your life is probably number 1 out of everything, because it allows you to do the rest. Make a beautiful ritual out of everything. So your morning routine, like find a really good book that like lights you up. Find like a fun little coffee cup that's like super cute, makes you feel fancy. Find like your favorite like creamers and coffees, and get an incense, get like a really bougie candle, you know, really spice up, like get yourself some flowers, you know, and sit next to them. The more you can expose yourself to beautiful rituals and beautiful things that this life has to bring, the more beautiful honestly you're gonna feel, and the more relaxed you're gonna feel as well. Last but not least is learning about the seasons. I know this may sound random, but once I actually learned about living with the seasons, I learned this through actually studying astrology, and this just really changed my life, honestly. Our bodies are similar. Our human DNA is similar to nature. Us as humans, just like trees, just like flowers, just like anything in nature, we run through the seasons. And because we are the way that we are, and we love to push our limits, we have trained our bodies and our mind to live in this constant state of summer 24/7, where we are full throttle energy, putting out all efforts, all energy to the max. This has literally gotten a lot of people into like burnout, where they're like, they need to tap out, they need to quit things, they need to leave their job, they need to do the most extreme things because they are burnt out. You have to remember that you are not a machine. Like, you're not a machine, and I don't know when or why we just decided to start operating in that manner, but you're not a machine. You are not meant to be going 24/7 full throttle. Literally surrendering to winter and actually resting, saying no to so many things, not going out, like actually like making sure that you're staying in and you're fueling your body. Listen to your body during this time and give it rest during the winter. You will find come spring, you're gonna be full of energy. Just like the flowers are blooming, just like nature is like growing, you will too. Those are my 5 tips for being more feminine. Or if you have any hacks that have helped you, I would love to hear what has helped you step into your feminine.
If you want to turn yourself into a bombshell, listen up. This is a little mean, but I used to be a little ugly and a little chubby, and now I'm a lot more attractive and a lot leaner. So this was me. I was never so like overweight or like truly so fat at all. I was just like bloated, inflamed. This was not fun at all. I struggled a lot with my acne and skin. The old me, once again, just like, oh, okay, this is me now. Me again, like bombshell. Here are 5 things I did to turn myself into a bombshell. Number 1, and most important one, I stopped dieting, or I stopped restricting myself. I stopped doing juice cleanses. I found a way to do a sustainable, long-term, truly lifelong diet where I lost the weight and now I've kept it off, and now I'm a fat loss coach as my career. So this is what I specialize in. This is what I do. I went from 145 pounds to 125 pounds. 2, I stopped doing super insane, long, high intensity workouts. I used to believe that I always had to sweat in order to get in a good workout, and I used to work out for the sake of trying to lose weight. That didn't work. And so now I work out for my mental clarity and for my longevity and for, you know, having muscle, but I don't spend hours in the gym anymore. The workouts I used to do increased my appetite, so I was always super hungry, always eating a ton. It made me really inflamed because I was basically abusing my body, and it also made me break out more. 3, I stopped trying out 100 million different skincare products. I used to believe whatever I saw online and would always be purchasing like coconut oil or whatever else and slathering it all over my face. Instead, I found a line that really worked for me. I love Paula's Choice, and I've just been really consistent with it. 4, I stopped coping with food and alcohol, which also helped me lose weight, which also helped me clear my skin, which also helped me not feel the need to like burn myself out in the gym. I don't reward myself with food or alcohol anymore, or barely, and I don't cope with it anymore. I have other healthy outlets. 5, rather than expecting change to happen overnight, I got used to the fact that if I wanted something good to happen, it's going to take time. So rather than expecting 10 pounds to be dropped in the matter of a week, I set goals to lose it within 1 month, 2 months, 3 months for my weight, my career, my relationships, and I worked on it consistently. Consistently doesn't mean showing up to be perfect every day. It just means showing up and doing the thing even when you don't want to. I can confidently call myself a bombshell even if you think otherwise, because I have a lot of confidence, and I got a lot of confidence by showing up for myself and doing the hard things and staying consistent and staying true to myself. So if you want to be a bombshell, if you want to level up with your looks and your life, show up for yourself and prove that you are worthy.
If you want to become the hottest, healthiest, and happiest version of yourself, you have to change one thing. You have to break the habit of being yourself. You are made up of how you think, how you act, and how you feel. You have become the person that you are by doing the same things over years and years and years. Just like you can teach an old dog new tricks, you can train yourself to become a different person. What does the dream version of yourself look like? What do they do every morning? How do they talk to themselves? How do they treat other people? What do they physically look like? What is one thing you can do today to start becoming more like that person? One thing. You're not going to become that person overnight. Remind yourself that growth is slow. It's like a caterpillar turning into a butterfly. That didn't happen in one day. Change one thing until it becomes habit. And once that becomes a habit, you change another thing. Those small changes will accumulate over time until one day you're gonna look in the mirror and realize that you have become the person you've always wanted to be. I challenge you to change one thing about your day tomorrow. Wake up 30 minutes earlier. Go to the gym. Eat something that's a little bit healthier. Change one thing. You will not change if nothing changes. Make sense?
Get ready with me, and I'm going to read you my 10 hot girl self-confidence rules that you should live by. I have a pretty good like mindset these days, so I literally like wrote them down and I'm not gatekeeping it. Girl rule number 1, everything is a mind game and you need to take control of your own life and take control of your own thoughts. Like you can never feel bad but be thinking good thoughts, and you can never feel good and be thinking bad thoughts. So think good thoughts and you will feel good. Rule number 2, everything is vibrations and frequencies. So whatever you're putting out into the world is what you're like manifesting into your life. If I fucking walk around going, oh my god, I hate my nose, it's so bad, everyone is going to think you have a terrible nose. If I walk around being like, I literally have the most perfect nose, everyone wants my nose, people are going to be like, yeah, you do. People work off your frequencies and what you're putting out. Is probably my favorite, but like someone else might be better than you, but they're literally not you. There's one me, there's one Ash, like try replace me. You can't. You're never going to find exactly me. Step number 4, think like a child. Like when you were young, you did not know what the beauty standards were. You didn't know what being like skinny was. You didn't want to look a certain way. And that's literally because you were naive and oblivious to all of that. So think like a child, be naive, be dumb, literally just ignore it. Just don't care. Pretend you don't know what it is. Number 5, and I think it's important, is accepting that you're never going to be 100% happy. Do you think the Madison Beers, the Belle Hadids, the Kendall Jenners of the world are 100% happy? No. So like get that wanting to feel 100% happy kind of like out. Like there's always going to be something you're not happy with. So like make it your goal to get to that 70% of like happiness of yours. And then like once you're at that 70 or 60% of liking the way you look, find solutions to push up that percentage, but it's all in your mindset. Like I think the way I look is 50% of how I feel, but my mindset and the way I think about it is actually the other 50%. Those percentages do not make sense. Number 6 is don't ruin things because of how you feel. Like, you know, go to the beach, go out that day, because you're literally never going to look back in life and be like, oh my god, that was the best day of my life because I look so skinny. Like you're going to be like, oh my god, that was the best day of my life because I was at a concert or something. Rule number 7, look around your house. You need a microwave, you need your toilet. They are both used for different things. You cannot compare them. Number 8, my favorite place is the beach. Someone else may hate the beach. Everyone likes different things. Like there's literally like millions and billions of different things in this world, like this makeup brush, this necklace, they're so different. I'm not comparing them because I use them for different things. Number 9, you kind of have to make a choice. Like you're either going to spend the rest of your life worrying about how you look, what you do, whatever. Like make the choice when you're young to just not care, or you're going to worry about it forever. Rule number 10, you're genuinely the only person you're 100% stuck with. So like make your brain a fucking like fun and safe place because you're literally stuck with it forever. So like next time you're feeling bad or just having an off day, just remember those 10 steps and like it low-key can change your mindset a lot. Enjoy the rest of your day.
If you want to glow up in 2024, which I know we all do, you're going to focus on this one thing that literally changed my life, and that is your cortisol levels. These are 3 things I did to lower my cortisol levels last year that gave me the most insane glow up. Number 1, I talk about this a lot, but it is water and food before caffeine. I try to drink an entire Stanley cup before I drink caffeine. I just left Pilates, and when I leave Pilates is when I get my matcha or my coffee. It's also scientifically proven that if you wait 90 minutes after you wake up when you drink caffeine, it will not spike your cortisol levels. And that brings us to part 2, which is low impact movement. So things like Pilates, yoga, walking. I love starting my morning off with a Pilates class or just going for a nice walk, but right now it's really freaking cold outside, so I find myself in the Pilates studio versus outside walking. But a form of low impact movement in the morning is going to really help level your body out and just set you up for the day. Number 3 is my morning routine. I used to wake up and pick up my phone immediately before my eyes were even open. That is actually so bad for your cortisol levels. So instead, what I do in the morning is I wake up, I don't pick up my phone, I take my dogs out, and then I'll journal for 10 to 15 minutes, and then I'll pick up my phone. This allows my brain to actually understand I'm awake and not immediately just go on my device. And in general, having a morning routine, whether it's reading, journaling, doing whatever that will calm you in the morning, will really help your levels not spike up. Lowering my cortisol last year was probably the best thing that I've ever done. It made my skin just radiate, my anxiety went away, my stress levels were managed, I lost weight, I just felt more leveled and relaxed. So if you're looking to glow up in 2024, this is what you need to do.
Sometimes I wonder where I would be in life if I focused on implementing these things that I do now that rewired my mind for success and to live the life that I actually want to live. If you have low self-esteem, if you self-sabotage, if you feel like you just aren't moving the ball for where you want to be, start implementing these things right now because your life will drastically change. I'm in grad school right now at USC to become a therapist, so that's my credentials. The first thing that you need to focus on is getting out of survival mode, so flight, flight, and freeze. Basically, things that you can do for that is EMDR with a therapist. You can do EFT. You can look up Brad Yates on YouTube and start doing that. That's super effective. If you can't afford a therapist, you need to start meditating. I still do not understand why some people think meditation is like really weird and woo-woo when it's completely scientific. When you go to the gym and lift weights, this is the same exact thing but for your brain. You are learning to control your mind and your thoughts instead of them controlling you. You need to be taking time daily to visualize the highest version of yourself. How do they act? What don't they do? What do you need to start doing? What do you need to stop doing? You are rewiring your mind in that way because you're so aware and you're not in your subconscious. You're aware of every conscious choice that you're making. If you feel like you're on autopilot and you don't even know how to live consciously, start journaling 3 pages a day. I learned this from The Artist's Way, the book. You can look it up. Just journal 3 pages of stream of consciousness. You'll notice your patterns. You'll notice your mindset, and you'll be able to see the things that you can actually control and do with your life. You need to be reading and educating yourself. You need to be doing the work. Only you can really figure out your own problems. You can have help from a therapist and a doctor. He might be prescribing you meds, but underlying those meds that are just coping the real issue, you need to get to the root cause of it. Maybe what started your anxiety, what age, things like that. And it's hard work and it's not easy. It's also scary, but you need to be confronting your fears. This is just a part of what I've been doing to rewire my mind. I've been doing so many other things. So if you guys want to know a little bit more, I have so many friends from home who will say, you've changed so much. One of my best friends from my hometown, she always talks about that. Let me know if you guys want a part 2. I'm happy to dive into it more.
If you really want to glow up, you have to be willing to take accountability and look at yourself first more than anyone. Because it's easy to blame, and it's easy to blame and point the finger on outside things that we can't control, like the government, our family, people we don't like. But when it comes to taking responsibility, like that is where your confidence really comes from, when you are so emotionally mature that you're aware, oh, maybe I am the problem and I can work on that. Because now you're thinking in a solution-based mindset versus a complaining victim mode mindset.
Beauty tips I wish I knew sooner. If your hair is constantly greasy, it might be time to wash your hairbrushes. Simply mix hot water, baking soda, and white vinegar and let them soak for 15 minutes. If you are hairy, like me, and you pluck your own eyebrows, try using brow razors instead. I'm using a face oil and I'm basically shaving my face. So much quicker and less painful. Simple and quick skincare is better than no skincare. Take your makeup off. Doesn't matter if you're lazy, you're drunk. Here's a tip. Put your PJs and your skincare routine on your bed so you can't forget. Your skin will thank you later.
Welcome back, ladies. Class is officially in session because we are back with another glow up series, this time bedtime perfume edition. Majority of the questions in my last video are about the bedtime perfumes and which bedtime perfumes I recommend. And obviously, I came strapped. I'm gonna start off by clarifying that to me, a bedtime perfume is a clean, crisp, fresh laundry scent. This is the perfume you're gonna spray on yourself after you shower before going to bed to set the tone. Number 1, and my personal favorite, is Missing Person by Fleur. Perfume is like the perfect, most amazing skin scent. It smells like familiar. Like, it's hard to explain. It smells like the skin of somebody you love, and when they said it does, I'm not even joking, it does. I'm obsessed with this. I put my best friend onto it and we spray it on ourselves every single day before bed. Number 2, we have Diptyque Le Papier. This one has a rice accord in it that at first really creeped me out because I was like, I don't know if I want to smell like fucking rice. Put this on my skin for the first time. The first thing I smelled was like a scent of saltine crackers and I really didn't like it. But the dry down it smells like a warm rice bowl with a mix of clean skin. I say a warm rice bowl, I don't mean that in a weird, gross way. It's in a way where like I had no idea I would enjoy smelling like a warm rice bowl. Number 3 is a classic. It's MFK 724. If you enjoy the scent of clean laundry, like straight up clean linen, this is what you need to go for. Think walking into this rich woman's laundry and linen room, this is exactly what it smells like. Number 4, we have Byredo Blanche. Similarly to the previous one, it smells really clean, but in a different way. Like MFK 724 smells like laundry. This smells like a clean bathroom. Number 5, we have Dead Cool Taunt. This is a clean vanilla done beautifully. This is if your favorite clean perfume and vanilla perfume had a baby, it would be this. This is addicting. This is not just a bedtime perfume. This can be worn anytime you want to feel clean, but with a little hint of vanilla. I have a couple more I can talk about, so let me know if you guys want a part 2. Welcome back, ladies. Class is officially in session because we are back with another glow up series, this time Winter Arc Edition Part 2. Part 1, I discussed 10 things that I'm going to be doing until further notice so that I don't get uglier during the winter. And then I remembered we can always do more to be better, so here are another 10 things. Number 1 is taking berberine. Berberine is known for being the nature's Ozempic. It lowers your blood sugar and therefore you don't crave as much sugar. I've been taking it for a while now and I can attest it absolutely does work. I like taking it especially when I'm close to getting my period. That's kind of around when I go feral when it comes to sweets. Okay, pause. This is an intermission to remind you to go drink your water. Number 2, sorry, it's another vitamin. This is the last one, I promise. Vitamin D. During the winter, you are obviously intaking a lot less vitamin D because of the lack of sun. Therefore, your body needs it a lot more. And the best way to get it is through taking it as a supplement. Trust me on this one, the benefits of vitamin D are insane. A lot of you don't realize, but the reason you're losing hair, the reason you can't sleep at night, the reason your skin is acting up, it can all be because of vitamin D deficiency. Number 3 is keratin treatment. Before you freak the fuck out and start getting, Laura, stop telling people to get keratin treatment. I am only telling you to invest in a keratin treatment if your hair is naturally very frizzy and you already have a really hard time styling it and drying it. The reason I'm saying this is because this is going to save you so much time during the winter. Like, let's not act like during the winter we're not half as lazy as we are during the summer. It's cold out. I literally don't want to fucking do anything. Thought of having to wash and then dry my hair for like 30 minutes actually kills me. So yes, if this is something you struggle with, invest in the goddamn keratin treatment. It will save your life. Number 4 is SPF. You still need to wear SPF during the winter. In fact, you should be wearing SPF all year long. And long term, this will absolutely make you more beautiful. SPF on your face, neck, and hands every single day. Number 5 is lymphatic drainage. During the winter, we are spending a lot more time indoors than we are outdoors. Less walking, less movement, which leads to a lot more stagnant fluid in your body. That means you feel more puffy. I need you to learn how to give yourself a body and face lymphatic massage. It's super easy. I literally have a video on it myself. It takes 5 to 10 minutes during the day, and you are going to feel 10 times more snatched after it. Number 6 is gel your brow and curl your lashes every single day, even if you're literally just going to stay at home doing absolutely nothing. When you gel your brows and curl your lashes, you instantly look more put together. So even if you're not doing anything, it will just make you feel better about yourself. Chances are you're probably going to be more productive. You're probably going to feel better about yourself. You're probably not going to feel as sad. Those of you who follow me for a while, you know I gel my brows and curl my lashes every single fucking day. Genuinely makes me feel so much prettier, and it takes absolutely no effort, like 2 minutes tops. Number 7 is try to follow the 2/3 rule. And think of yourself in 3 parts: hair, face, body. Try to get 2 of those to be done every single day. Today is the case where I have my hair done and my face done, not my outfit. If you don't want to do your makeup today, try to put an outfit that looks a little bit more put together and maybe slick your hair back or do your hair. Regardless of how you feel, you will look put together, like guaranteed. Obviously, you don't have to do this, but this is just something that will make you feel better every single day, especially during winter when you don't feel like putting in any effort into how you look. This will help a lot. Number 8 is buy a whitening eye drop. This is probably my best no makeup hack. And the reason I say no makeup, because it's technically not a makeup, but the way it instantly brightens your face and makes you look 10 times better is actually out of this world. The brand Lumify is known to be the healthiest one for your eyes, according to like many eye doctors. So I would use those. That's the one that I use. And I literally use it every single day first thing in the morning. When I wake up, my eyes look super tired. And the second I put those in, it kind of like tricks me into thinking that I'm more awake. So then I actually do become more awake. It's like a huge hack. I swear to God. Super, super handy. Number 9 might easily be my favorite one, and it's headbands. And I'm going to tell you why I love these so fucking much. I have naturally curly hair and I get keratin religiously, but when my roots starts to grow out, the hair around my face, like the frame of my face, looks very curly and it just makes me not feel put together. And the best thing you can do is put on a headband. Instantly makes you look put together. For those of you who follow me on Instagram, have definitely seen on my story how often I wear this. Like a headband with a sweat set during winter. Chef's kiss. Number 10 is invest in a new face. Honestly, that goes for any microcurrent device. It doesn't necessarily need to be a new face. I love using it during the winter. It's a massive confidence boost when your face looks snatched. After a week of using the new face, no joke, I literally looked so chiseled. It was insane. It is very pricey. They also have a mini one, which is cheaper. Honestly, easily one of the best beauty investments I've ever made. And it has absolutely made me feel hotter, prettier, and more confident. Bye. Welcome back, ladies. Class is officially in session because we are back with a glow up series, this time Winter Arc Edition. I need you to grab a pen and a paper so that you can take notes because we have a lot to cover today. I don't know about you, but I refuse to get uglier. So today I'm going to cover 10 things that we are going to do until further notice so that we don't get the winter uglies and we actually get hotter and sexier and more gorgeous as winter goes by. Number 1, you are going to get a happy light. Insert a picture of what a happy light is because I can't find mine right now. I actually need to look for it. If there is one thing you get from this entire video, let it be this. I will link it in my Amazon store storefront for you guys. This is basically a light that is technically full spectrum and it's supposed to mimic the sun. This is especially important if you live in a place where you get an ugly winter. If you get seasonal depression like me, this is going to be your best friend. Every single day, right after your affirmations for the first 10 minutes, I don't care what you do while you do it. You can go on your phone, scroll, whatever. You're going to sit with your happy light right in front of you. I personally do is I sit up in bed, I put it right there, scroll on my phone for like 10 minutes, and then I go on with my day. Even when the weather is shit outside, it will trick your brain into thinking that it is sunny, which will then produce serotonin and ultimately make you happier. I used it the past 2 winters and it saved my life. Number 2 is you're going to make your bed every morning. I don't care how early you have to wake up. You have 2 minutes to make your bed. This will establish a sense of routine. Literally been proven to set up your day for success, and it takes 2 minutes out of your day. The reason I'm starting with like the basic stuff is because it all starts in here so that it could show out here. You will not physically become hotter if your mental health is like shit. Number 3, morning affirmations. I really do not give a shit if you believe in affirmations or not. All I ask is that you have faith in me. I don't care if you don't actually believe it, pretend that you do. I don't care if you don't actually believe it, pretend that you do. Because every single morning I'm going to need you to say the following: I am so lucky and great things are always happening to me unexpectedly. Super easy to remember. Write it down in your phone, make it your background. Every single morning try to say this first thing as you wake up. Honestly, the more groggy you are, the better. The first 10 minutes right after waking up are actually the best time for you to technically manifest. Give this a try for at least 2 weeks. And honestly, if you say it doesn't work, fine, you can stop it. I personally do it every single morning, regardless if it's winter or not, because it actually changed my life. Number 4 is you're going to drink 2 to 3 liters of water a day. Most of you are ugly because you don't drink enough water. If only you understood how bad it actually is to drink like 1 cup of water a day, how much it actually affects your physical look, I promise you, you'd be drinking more water. I have my Stanley water bottle right here. I fill it up like 3 times a day, especially if you're one of those people who are always bloated and puffy, probably because you're not drinking enough water. So your body is actually holding onto water, which is water retention. And therefore, you are feeling like shit every single day. Number 5, minimum of 10,000 steps a day. You really cannot do 10,000 steps a day. Aim for 5,000. Not only is walking extremely good for leveling out your cortisol levels, it's amazing for lymphatic drainage and for actually detoxing your body from any stagnant fluid. Great form of low impact and low intensity cardio. Literally makes you happier because it boosts dopamine levels. Best way to actually go on a hot girl walk is by listening to the right music. You need to listen to runway music. I'm going to put my favorite songs up here. These are the best songs in my opinion to go on a hot girl walk. They all have a consistent beat that actually makes you want to keep going. Literally just picture that I'm in a runway and I could walk for hours. Number 6 is you're going to ice roll your face every morning. The reason I say ice roll is because I get 10 times happier after I put ice on my face, especially in the morning. It just wakes you up, makes you feel so fresh. Again, the little things that just sets up your day for success. I personally really like the one that has like 2 pink balls from Skinny Confidential. That's the one that I use every single morning. I love it. Number 7 is castor oil in your belly button before bed. This is what they call navel pulling. You know, some people say that you have to sit there with like a pool of castor oil in your belly button. I don't do that. I literally just put some on my finger and I just rub it inside my belly button. Castor oil is insanely anti-inflammatory when it's used topically, especially in your abdomen area. It is so good for your gut health and digestive system. Number 8 is lash serum before bed every night. With consistent use, you can actually grow your lashes pretty fucking long. And I say this speaking from experience. I could do a whole video on it. It'll also help you feel prettier even on days that you're not wearing any makeup. Number 9, for those of you who do not want to rock the pale look, we are going to be fake tanning, however, with the correct undertones. Don't want to be walking around looking like the fucking peanut butter baby, okay? Check your undertone first. Make sure you know if you're a warm tone or a cool tone person. You can do that by looking at your veins. There are multiple ways. I actually found out by going through a color analysis, found out that I'm neutral to cool tone. So when I'm buying a fake tan, I look for a cool tone fake tan. There's so many good types of fake tans that are actually tailored to your specific undertone. My personal favorite is a Bondi Sands Technicolor. I will link everything in my shop by. Number 10 is perfume. We're going to pick 2 perfumes, happy perfume and a bedtime perfume. Your happy perfume is going to be a perfume that makes you feel happy and confident. I personally have a couple of perfumes that specifically tie to certain memories that just make me happy the second I smell it. That's what should be your happy perfume. Your bedtime perfume is a perfume that you're going to spray every night before bed. It should be on the calmer side, something a little bit cleaner. I like something a little bit more soapy, like fresh linen. It makes me feel fresh and clean before bed. Using this every single night before bed will then make your brain associate that scent with being sleepy, which will then help you have better sleep. Same thing with the happy perfume. Your brain will start associating it with being happy and therefore you will be happy more often. If you guys want me to dive into specifics on any of these categories, let me know and I can make a separate video on each one of these separately. Also, we'll be posting day in my life vlogs where I'm showing you guys how I personally do this glow up series. That way we can keep each other accountable. Bye. This is part 2 of the bedtime perfume series. Starting off with Lake and Sky 1111 Vanilla. This one and Dead Cool Taunt have like a similar DNA. They're both clean, but also have a vanilla chord. More a matter of preference and like how picky you are. By Rita Mojave Ghost. 100% honest here, this was not love at first sniff. First 5 times I smelled this in store, I thought it smelled like Brussels sprouts. Really didn't like it and I didn't understand why everyone loved it so much. One day I randomly walked into the store again and tried it and I was like, wait, this is kind of good. This is the typical clean girl perfume. It doesn't necessarily need to be worn only to bedtime. You can wear it during the day. Clean perfume with a hint of sweetness. It's a very faint sweetness, not in a vanilla way. Hard to explain. You honestly just have to go smell it. But if you've tried any of the Kristen S products, they smell like this. It's truly one of my favorite clean perfumes of all time. We have the infamous Glossier You. If you didn't see this coming, I don't know what to tell you. This is absolutely worth the hype. It smells a little bit different on everyone, and it's the typical your skin but better scent. Always get compliments when I wear this, and it's also a really good layering perfume. Last but not least, we have the original Lake and Sky 1111. This also has that same laundry DNA with like a musky mix into it. The perfect mix between a clean laundry scent and a musky skin scent. Really fucking bad at describing perfumes, but you just gotta trust me and try all of these. Stay tuned because I will be doing the happy perfumes next.